Hey, warriors. So lately I've been seeing videos telling people to add chaos to their lives, to open timelines, to mess things up, to break routine, to invite disorder. And I want to be very clear. There is a truth hidden in that message, but the way it's being explained is dangerous. It's incomplete. And for some people, it's harmful, you know? Um, so I want to talk about what's actually happening here and how to use this idea without wrecking your fucking nervous system or your life. I understand why this message is landing right now. A lot of people feel stuck. A lot of people feel like they're on autopilot, and they're being told shake things up, add entropy, chaos creates new possibilities. That sounds exciting, That that sounds like that sounds freeing, if you will. And for someone who feels trapped, it feels like hope. But here's the problem with it. Entropy is not growth. Entropy is what happens when awareness, intention, and energy are all absent. Chaos doesn't create expansion. Conscious input does, you know. When people hear add chaos, some unconsciously destabilize their relationships, sabotage stability, confuse trauma with transformation. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not awakening, that is dysregulation. So what does open timelines is something very different, novelty, pattern interruption, conscious choice, awareness entering places that were, automatic. When you rearrange a room, for instance, it's not the mess that changes you, okay? It's the fact that your brain stops predicting. Do you see what I'm saying? Your nervous system wakes up. Your perception sharpens. If you see what I'm saying? New associations form. That's not chaos. That's intentional disruption. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this clearly, because some people need to hear this for sure. A regulated life is not a stagnant life. Okay? Structure is not a cage. Peace is not spiritual death. It's really shitty because the people who are putting out these messages fucking know better. They've got huge audiences and they know better, which it really makes me wonder about certain people. But autopilot doesn't come from cleanliness or, routine. Autopilot comes from lack of presence, right? You can have stability, safety, and structure and still be expanding rapidly. Okay? In fact, real expansion usually requires more internal order, not less. You see what I'm saying? So if you're feeling stuck, Here's how you actually can apply this without blowing your life all to shit. Okay? Change how you respond, not what you fucking destroy. Okay? That's not going to help anybody. Take a new route. You know, not a reckless one. You know, for instance, if you go for a walk every day, go a new direction. Go a new direction to work. That kind of thing, you know? Ask yourself a question you've never asked yourself. Learn something that challenges, you know, your identity. Those kinds of things. You know, interrupt unconscious habits, not healthy fucking foundations. That's just ignorant. Okay? This is creative disruption, not chaos. There's a big difference. Like I said, these people know better. I don't know why they're putting this shit out there. A lot of people right now are confusing, you know, intensity with truth, adrenaline with awakening, dysregulation with ascension. And I'm here to say, gently but firmly, you know, your nervous system fucking matters. I talk about it constantly. Your stability matters. I don't get it. Your life is not something to sacrifice for spiritual growth. You don't need to wreck your life to wake up. Okay? You don't need chaos to evolve. And you don't need to abandon structure to access a fucking higher timeline. Expansion happens when awareness enters the pattern. Not when you burn the motherfucking pattern down. Holy crap. Choose conscious change, not chaos, legends. I love you.